Hello Minecraft Nation, Minecraft here, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing video. Today, actually the first unboxing video before 2023 ends. 24 before 2024 ends. I've had a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I wanted to open for a while now, but now we get to open them. Starting off with these special Yu-Gi-Oh tournament packs. We'll start with this one right here with number 25. Actually, most of these, all three of these are number 25. They're not meaning that they're going to have the same cards in them. But we never know. These are very new. New way of doing this. So here we go. Oh. Okay. Oh, first we have Humid Winds. This is a very interesting spell card. Don't know if I can get it very focused. Yeah, I cannot get it focused on you guys. Sorry. But it says you can pay 1,000 LP, add one aroma monster from your deck to your hand. If your LP is lower than your opponent's, you can gain 500 LP, and you can only use this effect of Humid Winds once per turn. And best part, it's a continuous trap. Trap cards are cool. Next up, we've got Serpentine Princess. Well, they definitely put Serpentine in there, so... And it's a water type. Pokemon joke. Reptile effect. If this face-stepped card is shuffled from your field into your deck, special summon one level 3 or lower monster from your deck. That's actually kind of cool. I will say that this snake here definitely does... that this snake card here definitely does live up to the Serpentine bit. The Princess bit, not so much. But, it's cool. Next, we got Full Armored Xyz. Another trap card. If an Xyz monster is on the field immediately after this effect resolves, Xyz summon one Xyz monster using monsters you control. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target one Xyz monster you control. Equip one other Xyz monster from your face, field, or graveyard to that monster as an equipped spell with the following effects. 1. The equipped monster gains attack equal to this card's attack. 2. If the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. Well, that's cool. Going on to the next. Number 25. Up. Up. Okay. Let's start off with this one. Rank Up Magic Spell Force. Skip Force. Sorry. It looked like spell, but it's Skip Force, and it's a spell card. Target one Raid Raptor Xyz monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck one Raid Raptor monster that is 2 ranks higher than the target by using that target as material. Okay. I will say this. This is pretty cool. Well, this... I don't know if these are mantas or not, but I will say this is really cool. This stuff, this art looks like this would be from Kingdom Hearts. That is really cool. Man. And we got, next up we've got the Trias Hierarchia. Or Hierarchia? Hierarchy, maybe? I don't know. Or Hierarchia. Nah. Let's go with Hierarchia. It sounds very Yu-Gi-Oh-ish. And there's a lot of stars on it, meaning it's gotta be level 9. Yeah, you can actually, the number of stars means it's that powerful. Meaning it determines the power. And I will say this, I really like the design. It really does give off the vibe. It is like a Bible accurate angel. And I will say it does almost kind of look like Sarah from Has Been Hotel. I will say that. It is really cool. And let's look at this one. Soul Release. It's another spell card, and she is looking and the chick on this card is looking really nice. And it's kind of has that cool shiny effect most cards have. Well, most anime-based cards. I honestly don't know if this type of color is on Magic the Gathering or not, because I've mostly seen this stuff on Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! But this is actually really nice. And she does kind of give off Rainbow Dash vibes. Moving on to our third and final card packet before the big one. Fusion. These are the 3 cards we got in this. Let's start off with Blessed Winds. It's another trap card. I really like this. It's a continuous trap. Sweet. And these kind of look like, and it's pretty cool that these include fairies. And I will say this. Sorry, man, it is really hard trying to have it on focus. But I will say this. It is a really cool looking card. And I love it. Huh. Ooh, cool. You've got Dried Winds to go with Blessed Winds. Must be like some sort of, maybe they're going with Dried Winds instead, using the word dried instead of cursed. That's actually pretty good wordplay there. And I'll be honest, Dried Winds sounds way more cooler than Cursed Winds. But it definitely does give off the cursed vibes. I will say, it looks really cool. And it must be another Aroma Monster based trap card. And there's that. Going on to our shiny Yu-Gi-Oh card. Fusion Tag. And I'm gonna say this. This is really interesting because it has some elemental heroes on it. Like right over there, that's Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. And over there is Sparkman. That is sweet. It's like, it's gotta give off some kind of cool polymerization or power bond kind of vibe. It's really cool. Now we go over to our fourth one. Spell ruler. So I just wanted to pull up it. And you know, I actually like this one because we get to have Yukimoto on the front. King of games, it's time to duel! There you go. Oh, wow. There's a... Most of the cards that I pulled out of the other packs, they only came in 3. This is like almost 25% of a deck. 25% of a full deck. And I gotta be honest, there is... We are looking stacked. And you know, some of these cards are actually from the anime. Like Psychic Kappa. This is, you know, this kind of does give off the vibe that it's like some sort of He-Man character. Although it isn't. Oh, shoot, we almost dropped that and I saved it. Man. And it's also a water type. And here we got the Red Archery Girl. Wow. You know, this is actually one of Pegasus's cards that he used in Julie's Kingdom. And I gotta say, it's a nice one. Oh, shoot. Almost dropped it again. It saved it. And now the best part about this is that it gives off the very cool ability to... Actually, there's no ability, I just really like this design. And I can only assume that in defense mode, the clam shuts. I think. Like, that's the only way I see it having a defense mode. Next we've got this spell card called Upstart Goblin. Weirdest spell card in this deck so far, but I like it. Next up we've got the Malevolent Nuzzler. Oh my gosh. Oh, dang. Nuzzler. That is a really weird card name. But I like it. Dang. If her name is the Malevolent Nuzzler, she must be really good at nuzzling. Oh my gosh. Dang. Oh my gosh. This card says the equipped monster gains 700 attack. So this is like this is an equipped spell. And the fact that it's called the Malevolent Nuzzler must mean... Oh, I'm just headcanon here. Just doing a headcanon here. That the Malevolent Nuzzler must be giving the equipped monster some sort of sexual power boost. Like she's giving them some serious energy, if you know what I mean. Dang, that is That is the most hilarious headcanon I've ever come up with in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially with this card. Oh my gosh. Now it kind of makes me wish that she was a monster that had that effect instead of being a spell. And whoa, dang! A Karate Man. This is the weirdest. This is the second weirdest card I've seen in this pack. But I'm not gonna lie, he is very. When it comes to aesthetics, he is pulling it off really nicely. He is like in one of those old 1970s. These karate movies. Especially with that afro. He is pulling off the afro. That is no joke. The afro, he is pulling it off very nicely. He almost looks like the guy who sang Kung Fu Fighting. Everybody loves Kung Fu Fighting. Man. Oh, wow. This is the weirdest. This is like the weirdest monster I've ever seen, but it's actually looking really cool. Labyrinth Wall. You know, there is a monster which is also like a trap, which is in the form of a trap card, called the Moving Fortress. You need like 3 cards for that. Or gadget monsters are what they called. Red, green, and yellow. This is kind of like the equivalent of that. This is kind of like the field spell in the form of a monster. And there's another card that's like this called Castle of Dark Illusions. Imagine if I put these two together. That would be awesome. It would not just be a castle, it would be like a fortress of dark illusions. Whoa. Ooh, a ritual summoning card. Hamburger Recipe. It is the weirdest name. This is the 3rd weirdest card I've seen. Mostly because of the name, but the design of it is really cool. I really like the Goblin Chef. The Goblin Chef is really interesting. And apparently this card is used to summon the Hungry Burger monster. It is really pretty. That is dope. A continuous spell. First one in this deck. The Gravekeeper's Servant. I really like this. This gives off the vibe that this would be what the graveyard looks like in the eyes of duel monsters. Which is what the monsters in these Yu-Gi-Oh cards are called. And I'm not gonna lie, it's very terrifying. I kind of wish that this was actually that this entire art would be used for a field spell, because it is pulling off that vibe very nicely. And here we are on our final card of the spell ruler, Octoburster. Octoburster. Sorry. I almost mistaken it for Octoburster because it is getting close to October. Actually, it's not even getting close to October. Oh my gosh. We are still in the first week of September. It is weird. Time is really flying slowly now, kind of. I will say this though. The Octoburster really does look very terrifying. He must be he's possibly a fusion of a merman with the Cicalia. For those of you who do not know what a Cicalia is the name for a type of octopus half-human breed. The lesson of the day. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. This is going to be the longest episode yet. I've been dreaming about having a long episode. We're going on for Speed Duel! Yu-Gi-Oh! Streets of Battle City. I will say, I really like how it is set up. It is really cool to have really awesome iconic monsters in here. And the only main characters are Yugi Moto and Joey Wheeler. Shout out to Wayne Grayson and Dan Green. I salute you guys. And I will say, my favorite part in this is that we got the really iconic monsters that are looking some of them looking very sinister. Like, we got the Dark Magician, we got I forgot what this one is. We got Jinzo, and we got another Dark Magician. I think he's supposed to be like an evil Dark Magician. That is kind of cool. And we got Slifer the Sky Dragon. I actually have that card. And on the back, we have a list of the types of characters we have. We got Yami Yugi, Joey Wheeler, Maku Tsunami, Weevil Underwood, Esparoba, Rare Hunter, Arcana, and Strings. Okay, Strings is actually kind of a weird name. But to be fair, I actually have not seen Yu-Gi-Oh! For like a long time now. But I'm still a big fan of it. Well, I haven't seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters specifically. I've mostly seen most of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and 5Ds. And it doesn't just come with characters, but it also comes with the deck type and the skill type. For For Yugi Moto / Yami Yugi, we got Spellcaster types, which makes sense, considering his stack. Joey Wheeler, he's got Warrior, Maku Tsunami, Umi. I actually never knew that was a thing. And I know Maku Tsunami, like, I've known him as, like, the water type. He's like Misty. Sorry, a moment. Oh, man. Sorry, just thinking about our late actress who voiced Misty and Jessie from Pokemon. Sorry. Going on. For Weevil Underwood, we got insects. In other words, bugs. For Esparoba, we got Jinzo. I'm sorry. Is this not Joey Wheeler's monster? Because I would like to... Well, guess we're just gonna have to find out. For Rare Hunter, he's got rare cards. Why am I not surprised? Arcana, another spellcaster, and for Strings, Slime. And for their skill types, for Yami Yugi Spellcaster, Ultimate Wizardry. Joey Wheeler's got the Iron Grit, Maku Tsunami, Whale of a Tail. Now that's more fitting than Umi. Weevil Underwood's insects have insect infestation. Better call the exterminators for that. Esperoba has got intel from the cosmos. I have a feeling that may be a clue to why the deck type is Jinzo. Rare cards for Rare Hunter is stocked by the Rare Hunters. What the juice? Hold on. Hi. Sorry. For a moment, I completely almost forgot that these skill cards have the characters on them. For Arcana Spellcaster, you got Now You See Them. And for strings, you got Slimy Slimes. That is actually the least creative name I have ever heard. Talk about lack of creativity. A for effort on originality, but F for failing the creativity test. Everything else, really creative and original. A's for everybody except for strings and Weevil Underwood. I still don't forgive Weevil for taking out Exodia. Darn you, Weevil! There's oh shoot, hold on, let's see. We got ourselves a little cutter right here. This will help with cutting up the paper, up the tape. Got it, there we go. Huh. That was a bit easy. There we go. I would not want to ruin this. Especially the design of this. This is so purely incredible. Now the moment of truth, and you know what? I am going to shut it safely. Alright. Here we go, my friends. Time to see what it's inside these. Ooh! We start off with this pack right here. I actually still remember getting some mangas as during book fairs, and they always came with Yu-Gi-Oh decks, and this was how they were packaged, except unlike this one, it came with like a full, the packaging had like a full deck in it. These must have like the cool iconic cards. So we got the let's call him the Nega Magician, because he's like the evil version of Dark Magician, Yu-Gi-Oh's Dark Magician. We got Slifer the Sky Dragon right here. Oh, and here's a little cool way you can tell that these are speed duel cards, because somewhere, oh, that is so bright. Wow. Like, you can't see it anywhere, but secretly there's like a little secret engraving in here that says Speed Duel. So that way you guys know that it's a Speed Duel card. Right here we got the Insect Queen. Obviously the Ace of Weevil Underwood. The Reflect Bounder. A machine type. Oh, wow! Dust Tornado. Like, for a moment there, I almost thought this was Harpy's Feather Duster from the Harpy's deck used by My Valentine. She's my first cartoon crush. We got the Marauding Captain. Holy Moses! No way! This is the guy that is on Reinforcement of the Army and the Warrior Returning Alive. Holy... Whoa! I finally get to know his name. The Marauding Captain. Dang! That is so... This is so cool. You know, I've always thought that this guy was just like some sort of character that only showed up in spell cards. But now that I know about his know that this is actually a monster card, that is awesome! Oh, moving on, we got the Widespread Ruin. That sounds very, very interesting. Next, I don't know what that does, but I'm going to try it for the next speed duel. Next we got the Anti-Magic Arrows. Ooh, the name itself speaks spell negates. But now we got those out of the way, time to move on to the cool cards. Starting at the top, we got Yugimoto to start. And wow, the setup here looks really full. Like, you know, most of the packs that I got, or more like starter decks I got, this entire thing was like either half or a third of an actual speed duel deck, a third for each of the characters. But this is actually more promising. Let's see what we got in here. Wow, this is really hard to open. There we go. And there we go, for real this time. It is always weird how it's been set up like that. Starting this way, we start off with Yugi's ultimate wizardry skill. This is actually cool. And it's really interesting with how we have the setup. And I'm saying it right now, Yami Yugi is total boss. And wouldn't you know, this deck also included all the other... Let's check, hold on. These cards... now I can understand why. Like, somehow for every one of these skills, there's like some skill card on them. Like, well, let's start with these. Like, this is how thick... This is how normally thick the speed duel decks that I've gotten were. Without all of these. And here we got Joey Wheeler's Iron Grit, Mako's Whale of a Tail, Weevil's Infestation. We got Espa's Intel from the Cosmos. And the Rare Hunters stalked by the Rare Hunters. Oh, and Arcana. Now the name rings the bell. That needed a moment to look at. He looked like Arcanas. Now you see them in Strings Slimy Slimes. You got the Dragon Hunting Swordsman. Pretty cool skill. Joey's Heart of the Warrior. A Bountiful Ocean. From Mako. Weevil's Precious Queen. With that snarky look that still I am in loathing with. I loathe Weevil. The Machine Menace for Espa. Rare Hunter's Collector. A Terrible Fate from the Arcana. Slimy Disposition from Strings. Like, are all of his skills slime related? I am really confused. Malicious Motivation. Ooh, and we got some. Oh, we got some really cool. And we got some really awesome. Got some really awesome guest appearances. Like Kaiba Core Research with Seto Kaiba. The King of Blue Eyes. I'm so close to getting the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And I already have 3 Blue Eyes. And here's Bones. With his Premature Material. Well, they definitely pulled off Premature correctly. He really is a bit premature. Immature. And here she is. My queen. My Valentine's Battle City Siren. Well, they definitely pull off the siren correctly. Those are all the skill cards. Now we go over to all of these decks. Regular decks. And seeing as how most of these decks are all like this, we're going to be getting a lot of skills. We got the Wall of Disputation. I actually heard of this card. I never used it yet, although I do have it, and it is looking really, really threatening. Just look at how scared these guys look. They are realizing that they are screwed. We got the Metal Reflect Slime. Now, this is a really good design. I really like the mace. Got a lot of spikes. Like, you know what? I'm going to say this. Metal Reflect Slime. I'm just going to assume that this is supposed to be like a Venom reference. Especially with the mace. The mace really gives off the vibe that this is going to be like Venom. The Lost Wind trap card. It's a normal trap card. It's a negate trap, I think. Okay, now this is possibly the most cartoony. Hammer Shot. Definitely gives off that Robert Hose vibe. Or Looney Tunes, maybe. What? This one I actually kind of like the most right now. Fusion Weapon. The only equip to only a fusion monster. Me like that. The Book of Moon. I remember using this for some of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Zombie deck. And I still have that deck. A Legendary Ocean. The first field spell in this video. How cool is that? And this gives off the vibe that this is supposed to be like Atlantis. An ancient city filled with treasure, thought to be lost at sea by Poseidon. A skilled red magician. You know, the name actually does sound pretty cool. I mean, like you can already tell that this looks exactly like the Dark Magician. It is pretty impressive. Just look at him. He is so cool. Man. Next, we have Dark Scorpion Gorg the Strong. You know, they definitely put the strong in there correctly. Minus the dark, but they seems to lack the Dark Scorpion, unless Dark Scorpion is supposed to be the archetype, which would also explain Dark Scorpion, Minay the Thorn. And you know what? She is giving off vibes of Katana and Melina, both from Mortal Kombat. Next we've got Blowback Dragon. Well, it looks like a dragon, kind of, minus the wings. Possibly like a Komodo dragon, but you know what? I will say this. It looks pretty cool. It is like a robot dragon. And I don't know if it's the eyes or the nose, but having this little thing right there means that it's possibly like, you know what? I'm just gonna assume that that's the nose, which means like I'm assuming that when he blows his nose, it is gonna be like that laser could possibly go for tissues. Magical Arm Shield. I will say, it definitely puts the shield in there correctly. And the magical arms. Well, yeah, I can say it is pretty good. The Exhausting Spell. It must be like a spell counter. It even says it's a spell counter. It's a spell counter remover. That'll be pretty useful. Barrel behind the door. Holy, whoa! You know, I almost thought they were talking about like beer barrels, but a pistol is cooler. Pistol barrels. And I will say, the snake on this looks really awesome. It is so cool that all of these cards have like some sort of different meaning to them. Hey! This is the second ritual spell. Zera Ritual. This one's used to summon Zera the Mant. I don't know the term mant, but I'm assuming it's like a man-ant. This one looks cool. Megaton Magical Cannon. And I'll say this, it definitely lives up to its name. Last Day of Witch. Ooh, and it says this can destroy all spellcaster monsters. Better hope that that one of your cards that you use. No, you better hope that your entirety of the. Better hope that your side of the field involves a lot of warriors. Oh, snap! Exchange. You know, I know how exchange works. You like both you and your opponent have to switch cards from your deck, top card of your deck specifically, top card of your deck, and add it to the other person's hand. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Now I was almost thinking of it. There's another book card. Book of Taiyu. Oh my gosh, I nearly almost thought about Caillou. Oh man, I'm so embarrassed. It says Taiyu and it's spelled differently. Good thing too. And I really like the red. The red really pulls it off really nicely. Oh my gosh. Acid Rain. It's designed specifically to rust all of machine types. Actually, more than just rust. Destroy them. Oh! Zera the Mant! Oh, man. He looks so cool. Zera is so... I'm being honest. Zera looks like a fusion between the Summoned Skull... actually... Yeah. Summoned Skull and Red Eyes, which makes the Black Skull Dragon. And the cape gives off the Spawn vibes. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. Man. That is so cool. And honestly, I was kind of worried we weren't going to get a ritual monster. Thank goodness I was wrong. Hey! The Warrior of Atlantis! This would go perfectly well with a Legendary Ocean. It even mentions a Legendary Ocean! Cool! So that means the Legendary Ocean was Atlantis. Called it! Reversible Beetle. Obviously a Weevil card. Oh! Red Eyes Baby Dragon! Which means we're gonna... It makes sense because we're getting a lot of Joey Wheeler in this. Which means there's a guarantee we're going to see the actual thing. And Pump Princess. That's kind of a weird way of saying it. The Princess of Ghosts. Well, I will say this. The name does make a bit of sense. But you could have just said Princess of Ghosts, or think of a different name than Pump Princess. Finally! Some card that doesn't involve slime, but suits strings. Magical Marionette. It is way more fitting than slime. So, you know what? We need to have... I'm hoping that not every card that strings has is going to be slime-based in this video. I'm crossing my fingers. You know what? I'm going to say it right now. If I get near any card that says slime on it, or not just says slime, but also shows slime, like Like, this is the limit. Magic, spell, or trap. Skills don't count. If I see any spell card, trap card, or spell card, the video is over. I'm willing to make that chance. Ooh! This must be the malevolent Nuzzler's cousin, Maiden of Macabre. This must... I'm going to assume this is for rare hunters. And I will say this, that rare hunter specifically in this deck, he definitely does give off pervert vibes. But I will say this is a keeper. A goblin attack force. That... I'm assuming that I'm probably going to be wrong about this, but this is not like Harpy Sisters, where you have an army of harpies. You're probably just going to have like one goblin out there. Oh! Gearfried the Red Eyes Iron Knight. Like, I was assuming we were going to get Gearfried. Oh, so that's who that guy near the... So that's who the guy was near Dark Magician. I thought so. I will say this. Gearfried looks awesome with the red eyes color scheme. You know what would make this even better? Was if this were a fusion monster. Yeah, this gives off... This would be more better if this were a fusion monster. It would be so much better as a fusion monster. Cross Sword Beetle. Definitely does give off the... Oh, yeah. I don't see any cross swords. And I'm not counting its teeth because those aren't swords. But it does live up to the beetle part of the name. Another fusion magician that isn't a fusion magician. Actually, another fusion monster that isn't a fusion monster. Chaos Command Magician. I would like to assume that this is for like a combination of Summoned Skull or maybe Blackluster Soldier with Dark Magician. I would like to assume that would be the fusion if it were a fusion monster. Okay, now we're getting somewhere with the bugs. Brain Crusher. It's definitely more menacing. And definitely more disgusting. Let's look at this. It is very disgusting. And here we are with the last one in the set of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the first set of this type of card. Summon Skull. I will say he looks awesome. And now I'm looking how many cards we have in here. It's like 1, 2, 3. Hey, look! Like, there are like... This is how many... Or it's like... Yeah, like... So, yeah. This entire video, the longest video you guys are having. We are not gonna stop until every last one of these is taken care of. So yeah, fasten your seat belts. We're going all in this 1 hour long. Actually, not 1 hour. In this possibly 10 hours long or 10 hours or less long video. Starting with this one. You know, Summon Skull is possibly one of my favorite fiends. Especially with its Toon counterpart, Toon Skull. There we go. But you know, since we saw Kaiba, Mai, and Bones, there may be a guarantee we may see some Harpies. Or Harpy's Feather Duster. Or some zombies. Or maybe... But in terms of Kaiba, I'm really hoping we get to see a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Blue Eyes are so awesome. They're like one of the poster boys of Yu-Gi-Oh! Gen 1. Oh, dang, man, this is so cool. Ooh, I've heard of this. I remember this card. Draining Shield. It definitely is pretty cool. A trap card. Mind Crush. That sounds very... very, very, very crazy. And you know what? You know, the design of it, it almost looks... You know, the puzzle here, it almost looks like you are... Like, I don't know if you are, like, putting it together or if it's scattering itself apart. It'd be cool if it were scattering itself apart. But that's going to be a mystery for a mystery we'll never find out. We got Psychic Shockwave. Definitely a cool name. And if you don't see it yet, right here, that little guy right there is Jinzo. Creature Swap. I know about this. I think it may be what I'm thinking. It is kind of giving off that vibe, but yeah, but maybe means something. It's kind of like more complex than that. But maybe it does the same as what I was thinking, but maybe so much more. Cosmic Cyclone. A spell card that almost... Oh, whoa. You have to pay 1,000 life points for this one to work. To save your time, use Mythical Space Typhoon. Foolish Burial. I remember this. I'm going to assume that this is going to be some of the Bones themed cards we see. Another Jinzo card. Amplifier. Oh, and it actually is a Jinzo equip. Cool. Gift of the Martyr. Whoa. Look at this. You know what? This gives off the... Have you seen... Like, have you listened to Epic... The retelling of the Odyssey? This is the vibe I'm getting. Like, this guy right here is Odysseus, and that right there is Athena. That's the vibe I'm getting. Cosmos Channeling. Yep, that is definitely for our little friend... Espa. Oh, Espa. Oh, whoa. Oh, wow. When I think of the name Espa almost reminds me of Espeon. Cyber Energy Shock. Another Jinzo themed. You know what? I am actually starting to think. I may have forgotten some bits. But now I'm starting to think that maybe Espa originally owned Jinzo before Joey did. Whoa. Check out this. Golgoyle. Maybe it's like a combination of the words golem and gargoyle. Either way, it looks pretty cool. Cyber Raider. Definitely looks pretty cool. You know, it actually does kind of give off the vibe of a Fallout character. Well, at least the color scheme of its clothes. Definitely Fallout. Spell Canceller. This must be like the only bug that is not in Weevil's arsenal. The Fiend Mega Cyber. It looks pretty cool. Oh, wow. And you know, it has a really big chin. Almost reminds me of Sentinel Prime from Transformers Animated. Well, at least the chin does. But the color scheme, total Bumblebee. Dr. Frankenderp. Ah! Wow. Well, they put in the derp in there. It definitely lives up to derp. Destructotron. That seems very fitting for a character that... You know, the TV head reminds me of Baron Z. Was I thinking of Baron Zemo? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably Baron Zemo. No, whoa, no. Not Baron Zemo. Not Baron Zemo. Arnim Zola. Sorry. I totally got myself mistaken. Haven't seen a lot of Marvel lately. Reflect Bounder. You know, actually, I really like this. Possibly the only machine so far since the Fiend Mega Cyber to look really cool. You know, it really gives off a lot of Doctor Strange vibes. Well, at least the collar does. And I really like the mirrors. The mirrors really pulled off the mirrors. Hey, we got the Jinzo trio. We got Jinzo Classic, Jinzo Returner. You know, this one actually does look pretty cool. It almost looks like the Metaluna Mutant. And also because of its, you know, the skinniness and lankiness. No wonder it's called a Returner. And here we go with Jinzo Lord. It definitely lives up to the Lord in his name. Man. He is so ballin' right now. He's so cool. It's like, he's like pulling off Dr. Octopus, and it's succeeding. Wow. Another widespread ruin. Sweet. Hey, we got more dust tornadoes. A DNA surgery. This one actually does kind of scare me a bit, mostly because, man, those goblins are getting really creative with how they're going to do their surgeries. Another Weevil-themed one, the spider egg. I'm going to bring this up right now. Spiders aren't insects, they're arachnids. It's just the biggest racial stereotype. Now this is more promising with killing off Weevil. Eradicating aerosol. I'd probably use that for another Weevil. Possibly another one for Weevil. The Verdant Sanctuary. An insect barrier, you know? This must be like a spider web. Insects must have been caught in the web. Okay. This one actually does seem very, very, very threatening. Multiplication of ants. Like, the name itself must be like the duplication field spell. Not field spell. Duplication spell used for Karibo. The metal armored bug. Sounds very... The Gokaiber. Oh, the one? Gokibor. Gokibor. And there's the insect princess. Well, she is more serene. Very sweet. Very fairest of them all. For bugs. I definitely do like the use of monarch butterfly wings. Very good. Pinch hopper. Well, they put in the hopper in there correctly. But you know what? This actually does have a lot of value with it. Well, if you're Weevil. Another insect, and oh my gosh, this may not get out of my head. It may haunt me in my dreams. Parasect paranoid. Parasite, sorry. Parasite paranoid. Even the name itself suggests that it could drain attack points and defense. The resonance insect. And, well... yeah, this actually does seem very, very, very creepy. The howling insect. Yeah, this one actually does seem very threatening. Especially with all the fire. The fire definitely... it is not even a fire type. It's earth type. Prickle fairy. Oh, now we're out of the insects for a while. Going into the plant types. Oh, no. It's the only plant type. The only plant type that actually does seem connected with insects. You know, prickle... you know, this gives off the vibe of a gender-bent piccolo. It is prickolo. Magnetic mosquito. Oh, yeah. Magnetic mosquito. I actually really loathe mosquitoes. Flies I can deal with. Horse flies I can deal with. But not mosquitoes. They're like the vampires in the fly clan. In the fly family. And it also looks like a machine. But it's not machine type. It destroys machine types. And I feel... Holy mo! Chainsaw insect. Okay, that actually does scare... that actually kind of does scare me. Like, this is like a stag beetle. Or something. Like, like a beetle with chainsaws. Like a stag beetle with chainsaws. That is actually kind of very scary. I'm kind of glad that this is just like some sort of regular character, regular duel monster card, and not real. Because if there were like an entirety race of chainsaw beetles, that would be horrifying. Parasite. I will say this. It has very good wordplay in it. And it does live up to the parasite name. It definitely does look parasitic. And here's a princess now looking more evil queenish. Insect queen. I kind of liked her when she was just a princess. It's like Magikarp and Gyarados. In terms of Jesse's eyes. This... Paleozoic Eldonia. Oh, we must be going near the water now. Good. I was starting to hope that this entire deck was going to be just bugs. Well, although it wasn't. Honestly, this actually honestly never heard of an Eldonia. But this does look really cool. Fish depth charge. This actually looks really cool, and I actually like the term depth charge. Like, you're charging really deep in the ocean, or subterranean in levels, but it's actually pretty cool. Tornado wall. Whoa. This must be it even says Umi. This must be an Espa card. I will plan on possibly sorting them out once I finish opening them all. And at the end of the video. Tornado wall sounds really cool and really scary. It's very intimidating. Like a wall of wind. Like a lot of tornadoes going. Like, you would have to be lucky enough to survive that. Fortress Whale's Oath. This is a ritual. This is the third ritual spell in this video. That is a new record so far. A spell card that says Surface. I wish this were a field spell, but it is not. Target. Oh, this is able to put them in defense position. Sea-based monsters. Big wave, small wave. Holy mother of... Whoa! I don't know if this is water or lava. And it definitely lives up to the big wave part. I don't see any small waves. Like, you know what? This is not even big waves. These are tidal waves. Tidal waves of doom. Actually, that actually sounds way better than big wave, small wave. Tidal waves of doom. That sounds cooler. Water hazard. Oh, whoa, okay. This actually is really creepy. Just look at these things right here. I don't know if that is shrimp, or if these are Atlanteans or not, but that is very scary. I mean, if they are actually very small, oh, and they are coming for you, I recommend running. Because maybe they are going to attack you like piranha. Oh, umis are not as... wow. But now I can... now this explains why umi is a part of Mako's theme. Because umi is another type of water. That is cool, actually. Umi Ocean. That'd be a better name. Salvage. That sounds very, very, very... oh. Oh! Cool. You know what? I really like the orca. And it looks like they are trying to pick up a lot of pollution. Remember, we all can do our part in cleaning the Earth's oceans. Making sure that all sea life is safe. Ah, and here's a ritual monster, Fortress Whale! You know, it does live up to the fortress part. Very, very, very intimidating. And you know, I will say this. This looks very, very, very terrifying. Like, this must be like a Yu-Gi-Oh version of Moby Dick. Like, especially with the... it's not even a white whale. It's a narwhal. But it's still terrifying. And here we go with our very iconic legendary fisherman. You know, fisherman is actually a very cool dude. And he's even right. I don't know if it's a shark or... yeah, let's say that it's a shark. He's pulling off doing Aquaman stuff. This is possibly one of the only things that make me wish I could breathe underwater. And Legendary Fisherman 2. Whoa! He should be called Legendary Fisher Lad. But you know what? It is pretty cool. He even has a crossbow. Wait, hold on. A crossbow? Why does he need a crossbow? Does it look like he's why does it look like he's pointing it near this dolphin's nostril? Near the dolphin's head. Like, is he like animal abusing him? Yeah, I don't think we need to know. I don't want to go down far into that rabbit hole. 7 colored fish. Whoa. You know, this actually looks very, very, very terrifying. And you know what? I kind of like it a bit. Well, mostly because of the colors. But it does seem to be missing... hold on. Yeah, that is not orange. That is brownish red. You know, there's actually an actual fish that actually looks like this. It's called the Brazilian electric dancing fish. Similar to electric eel. And it's very colorful. Or at least I think it's supposed to be colorful. I mostly just saw it in the Garfield show. Fiend Kraken. Okay. That is actually pretty cool. The Kraken. I've always wanted to see the Kraken. I was on to see if there's going to be a Kraken monster in this. And you know what? It looks pretty cool. And are we even sure that the Kraken is a squid? That's kind of like some stereotypes going on. Like, even even some krakens aren't squids. Like that one from Clash of the Titans. Maiden of the Aqua. Well, she definitely puts the maiden in her name. And I think it's better than calling her Mermaid of the Aqua. Maiden of the Aqua sounds pretty fitting. And I would like to assume she has a mermaid tail. But this could definitely go well with the red archery girl. Piercing Moray. Whoa, okay. Check this out. It is like a fusion of a narwhal and I'm assuming some type of tadpole. Maybe not tadpole, but it's definitely creepy. It's got to be like that one fish from Finding Nemo, the one with the light in its head, which is actually a real fish, mind you. But its physique definitely gives off that Shin Godzilla vibe. And you do not want to look up Shin Godzilla. I swear it will traumatize you. So do not look it up. Oystermeister. Okay, this is actually a pretty cool dude. And he definitely lives up to the name. Oystermeister. He must be pulling off a lot of oysters. Needle sunfish. Whoa. Well, it has two faces. Like it has a top fit. Like it has a face right there. The rest of this. This is almost like a nightmare version of Pac-Man. And you know what even makes it more terrifying? It's that if this were an actual fish, you would stand no chance against it. Especially if it looked like piranha. Even the piranha teeth, they're projectiles. And let's just say you would not stand a chance. Fly Fang. I will say this. The design of Fly Fang looks cool. The name does not really do well. Although I do like the alliteration. But, you know what? The aesthetics, definitely a good win. Like, Air Orca, or Air Orca. Now this is more like it. Check it out. Tell me this isn't cool. A flying orca, aka the killer whale. And this is possibly like the air, or must be the Fly Fang's cousin. Whale. Like, we have a sky shark and a sky whale, or winged whale. Actually, sky shark sounds cooler than Fly Fang, but there we go. Deck number 2, complete. Here we go with our next set of cards. Possibly our more favoriting one. There we go. I'm probably going to need to find a way to keep my cards crisp and clean, because these are cool. There we go. Oh, we're getting some fusions! We got the iconic Thousand Dragon. Fusion of Time Wizard and Baby Dragon. You know, I would like to say this. I kind of wish this wasn't a fusion monster. I wish this were a ritual monster. Possibly the only type of ritual monster that doesn't need a ritual spell. Because the Time Wizard would... You know what? Time Wizard's effect should... I like the effect of flipping a coin, and when it lands on the face you... on the side you wish it were on, like heads or tails. That destroys monsters on one side. I wish that its second effect was ritual summoning without the need of ritual cards. Ritual spells. But just look at how cool he is! Wow! This is the first fusion monster that is a fusion monster in this video. Awesome! And here comes our second fusion monster, Alligator's Sword Dragon. A fusion with Baby Dragon and Alligator Sword. You know, this must be like half of Joey Wheeler's monsters. Meaning we're probably going to get to see Time Wizard and Baby Dragon in Flame Swordsman. Awesome! You know, I will be honest. I never thought that the Flame Swordsman was a fusion monster. Well, not the way it was played anyways. Apparently, you need Flame Manipulator and Misaki the Legendary Swordsman. I'm really hoping we get to see them in this. And say hello to our fourth. Giltia the D-Knight. D-Knight. I'm just going to assume that the D stands for dark. You know what? This looks like a fusion of Dark Magician and Celtic Guardian. But actually you need Guardian of the Labyrinth and Protector of the Throne. Definitely a bummer it's not Celtic Guardian or Dark Magician in there. And we also have Carbonala Warrior. The fusion of the M Warrior 1 and M Warrior 2. Wouldn't this technically just be M Warrior 3? No, I know. And we got Kunai with Chain. Now, the Kunai is pretty cool. Pretty cool trap card. Ooh! Skull dice. The first card that needs dice. Needs die in it. You know, I really like the little imp right here. Almost looks like an evil version of Orko from He-Man and Masters of the Universe. And here we go with Blast with Chain. I really like this one. It is pretty impressivo. Oh, this one's cool. United we stand. You know, this should be for like elemental heroes, but you know what? I can let it slide on this. Ooh, Lightning Blade. This is cool. Pretty impressive. A spell card going on there. Hey! And here is reinforcement of the army. With our own truly marauding captain. Man. Oh! Polymerization! I was wondering if we'd ever get to see that in this speed duel deck. Good thing we have. And, ooh! Oh, wow! I am so gonna pull that little girl out. Where did that little imp go? Where did that little sneaky little imp go? Okay. No, that's not it. Ah, here it is. Okay, so just bring this back out because I think we just found its more holier twin, Graceful Dice. Oh man, this is so cute! Oh, wow! This is so weird! And that's awesome! I love this! Oh! A spell card and a trap card! That are twins! Oh, that is so... Oh, wow! I already love this. Where the video is already going. And we're already 1 hour in. A half hour. 1.5. And this is starting to get good. If you guys are already going with me so far, make sure you subscribe. I have been click that bell icon so that you're notified for more content I make. And more dice cards. Dicefoon. That is a pretty clever name, although I could have gone with Dicyclone. Or Dicyclone. Dicyclone. But wow, this is so... Wow. I can't even think of the words to describe this. It's that awesome. And a roulette spider. Wow. And it has a lot of effects which we won't get into because ironically we'd be on kind of a time crunch. And we're not really focusing on the spells, on their effects, just mostly focusing on the aesthetics. And, oh, we are with Baby Dragon! Wow. This is so cool. It's so cute. So cute. Look at it. Look at him. Look at the cute little baby. Look at the cute little baby. Little baby. Oh. This one's for you, Markiplier. Look at the little cute little baby. And now look at the big baby. Oh man, I've always wanted to do that. Oh man, that is so cool. And we are down now to Alligator's sword. And you know what? He is pretty cool standing alone. Just look at him. He is really, like, he is looking really awesome. I can't even think of the words. Wow. Honestly, most of the words, like most of these cards I had dreamed of claiming, especially Baby Dragon. And we have freed the Matchless General. Like freed, like, or maybe it's Freed. I don't really know. I like to say it's Freed. Or maybe it's Freyd. Oh, and we got the Command Knight, and whoa. This may have earned the medal for the most ball tripping one. Like, wow. Like, whoa. Like, I don't know if it's in 2D or 3D, because, whoa. I would like to assume that they use, like, Blender or some sort of 3D modeling software to make this card. Maybe, like, N64 polygons. Like, whoa. That is the most tripping, because there's no way of telling it's 2D or 3D. Whoa. I swear. Where if you guys got high and were looking at this card, you would be like, whoa. I've opened the veil of non-reality. But yeah, this is kind of... You'd almost be... And even for those who aren't getting high on anything, they would definitely be thinking they're on drugs. But drugs are never the answer. Remember that. Okay, this is cute. The little wing guard. He is very cute, and I really like the way he looks. We got our little classics. Rocket Warrior. Possibly the only thing we have close enough to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Transformer. I would like to... I'm assuming that this thing is like a Transformer. It's like, wow. You know what? Someday I'm going to be drawing this as a Transformer. And I'm going to... Maybe as a GoBot or something. Or maybe a Minicon. Yeah, Minicon. Rocket Warrior Minicon. Wow. So I'm definitely going to be drawing this and posting it on DeviantArt. And here he is, Time Wizard! Oh man, I've been hoping to see Time Wizard in this. Oh, especially as a speed dueler. Man, that is epic. And we got another marauding captain! Woo! And we are given Gearfried the Iron Knight. You know, I really like his armor. He is stacking. And he is, you know, he's not as cool as the Red Eyes version, version. But I still like him. And we got another Gearfried. Check it out. You're getting some serious doubles showing up. And no, this. Oh, so this must be what I was thinking about when I was looking at that one of a card that looked like another fusion monster. Let's see. Right here. Like this is like I already showed you Giltia the Dark Knight. Well, now we got Dark Paladin showing up with the fusions. And I will say this. This is exactly the one I was thinking that should have been in like the fusion of the Dark Magician with something else. So I forgot which one. So maybe I have it somewhere here in my decks. Ready for intercepting. That's a pretty cool trap card. And are these shield barrels? And they have the fleurs with them. Fleur decor. Maybe. But this is pretty cool. That's a lot of knights. Whoa, what the heck? A pitch black power stone. This almost looks like the Millennium Puzzle. Holy crap, that is... Whoa. Man. And here's something to go with the pitch black power stone. Miracle Restoring. You know, like they even have the pitch black power stone right there at the top, and it looks like it's on some sort of goblet or some kind of stand. Nope. The pitch black power stone makes it look like a pawn. It's one big chess pawn. Pretty cool. And just Destruction Swordsman Fusion. Wow. I don't know what the monsters are in this. But it looks like it's a mention of Buster Blader. I'm actually excited to see what Buster Blader looks like. Spell Power Grasp. This is what it looks like, and man, it is whoa. And it actually comes with two. Hey! The Solitary Sword of Poison. I really like this. This looks pretty cool. I actually have a bunch of these. I don't know if it's maybe there's a solitary sort of dark poison somewhere. But, man. These are cool. Always good for equips. And we got Mage Power. Let's check it out. It honestly, it looks like these guys are like a part of a cult or something. And we go down to Malice Dispersion. Like some sort of quick play or something. That is pretty cool. And we got the Old Vindictive Magician. Very voodoo. I really like the voodoos. Oh, we got the Magician of Faith! This is Taya Gardner's favorite card. It's also her soul card. I'm wondering... Either we find the Change of Heart or the Cyber Commander, and we'll have all 5 of the main cast's favorite cards. And we got the Apprentice Magician. I don't know what she does, but she does give off Street Fighter vibes. Check it out. She's like a Street Fighter. And we got Breaker the Magical Warrior. You know, this looks like a fusion of Dark Magician and Gaia the Fierce Knight. And we got the Skilled White Magician. And he actually looks really cool. He honestly looks like some sort of holy angelic magician. Like, I don't know, really. And here he is, Buster Blader. Or BB, if you will. Man, he looks so cool. Check it out. This is a cool card. Buster Blader. It almost looks like if it were a fusion of Sentinel Prime and Black Arachnia from Transformers. Oh, and here comes one of our sweet princesses, Dark Magician Girl. Oh, man. Another one of my favorite cartoon crushes. Man. And we got the Blast Magician. He honestly looks like another evil version of the Dark Magician. Especially the Scythe. The Scythe definitely says menacing. Oh! We have another pitch black power stone. Right here. So that's 3. It's the Alchemist of Black Spells. Whoa. He definitely does pull off that. Man. Honestly looks very, very bad alleyway. Oh, what? To go with the Skilled White Magician, we got the Skilled Dark Magician. He definitely does look very different to our boy Dark Magician. Yugi's Ace. And boy, does he look awesome. That has been... And, like, we are almost done with our speed duel deck, and it's already been, like, an hour and 50 minutes. Let's see how long we can make this. And no, I might doing part twos on this. No way am I making two-parters on this. This is gonna be the longest video I've ever been on. Longest video I've ever made. Oh, man. Ooh! And this is our newest fusion, Humanoid Wormdrake. And he it definitely pulls up the worm part in humanoid. And a Token Stampede. Solemn Wishes. The Jam Defender. A Polymeriz... Oh, sorry. Here's the Token Stampede. It has the Scapegoats. Oh, that is so cool! And Solemn Wishes. This is what Solemn Wishes looks like. And, whoa. Oh, man. She looks like any Amazon you can think of. And it is pretty sweet. And we got the Jam Defender. And I do change my mind on what I said about the slime. Because I do not want this video to end, because this, like, instead, if I see anything that says, that mentions slime, or, like, from here on out, anything that has a picture of slime, or mentions slime, or is slime, I am going to, it will equal to the amount of dancing I do on TikTok. Yeah, let's go with that. And here we go with polymerization. That is pretty cool. A Token Sunday. Whoa. Well, they definitely put in a lot of tokens, but, wait, hold on. What wait, no, they're not eating the scapegoats. Okay, good. I was kind of worried that that these goblins were gonna become cannibals. Oh, man. Wouldn't want to go down that rabbit hole. Especially because there's a lot to decipher in the lore of Yu-Gi-Oh! And whoa, oh, this is going to be a good one. Infinite cards. There's no limit to the hand size for each player. Oh, that is so good. Oh, man. I would want to use this. This is a good card. Wow. And that really helps with drawing. Like, maybe you get to draw more than one card. And next we've got emergency provisions. I don't know if these are like graham crackers or chocolate, but these are looking really impressive. And they definitely it definitely lives up to the name emergency provisions. Jam breeding machine. So you got more jam showing up. Wow. Wow, this is crazy. And jam breeding. That sounds a little disgusting. And we got another jam breeding machine. You know, this thing right here, I don't know what it reminds me of. Actually, it reminds me of a ghost from Ghostbusters or from Pac-Man. Maybe not Pac-Man. But it definitely gives off the ghost vibe. Mother Grizzly. Well, it definitely puts in the grizzly bit. The black bear. She is looking really mighty. Oh, we're getting getting a snake. The sinister serpent. It definitely lives up to the sinister part of the name. And you know what? I almost thought that it was a cobra, but it looks like it has wings. That is cool. Magical Reflect Slime. That is number 1. I'll have to think of a dance move that I can do on the spot on TikTok. The Enraged Muka Muka. Actually, you know what? The slime right here definitely does pull out venom. Definitely. I don't know if it's Riot or not, but you know, let's say that it's the Riot symbiote. An Enraged Muka Muka. It definitely puts in the Muka part. I don't know what a Muka is, but I don't see any enragedness, unless if you like to count all the steam. Like it is burning up with rage. And we have a regular Muka Muka. You know, it actually kind of reminds me of one of the Predacons on Beast Wars. And it also kind of does look like a bit of... It kind of looks like a crab. And it's a bit of a beetle. A crab beetle, maybe? I don't really know. But it definitely looks pretty cool. And we got Reactor Slime. That is number 2 of the number of dances I get to make. And I would say it does look very, very, very threatening. We got the regular Worm Drake. Whoa. Hey, this almost looks like the robot version that we saw like a few hours ago. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Wow. And we got Humanoid Slime. Wow. Humanoid Slime for... Wow. You know what? Maybe the reason why Strings has only like one puppet card and so many slime cards is maybe he can make the slime into puppets. Kind of wish I thought about that before I started to make a lot of promises. And then going back on them. And we got Revival Jam. And another Revival Jam. We got 2 Revival Jams. Wow. We got Dark Renewal. Cool chop card. And I would like to say that it has something to do with the Dark Magician. Especially with the back of it. It definitely has Dark Magician vibes going on. And we got Birthright. Don't know what that does. Discard by targeting one. You know that is a. It's very yeah, I really don't know why it's called Birthright, but I don't know. The card design is pretty cool. Talisman of Spell Sealing. Okay, now this is cooler. Check it out. And, This guy is giving off Magic the Gathering vibes so far. I like it. Summoner's Art. That is pretty cool. I'm not lying. This is very, very... Oh, whoa. I think there's like a dragon behind her. Or maybe like a kaiju version of the alligator sword. Oh! Dark magic attack! This will go well. This goes well with Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. And we got 1,000 knives. Like... Oh man. Just imagine how many... I was like... Imagine using this card on like a throwing knife circus trick and like you spin so fast. Like the thing spins so fast. Like the wheel that you're tied on. It spins so fast. And 1,000 knives go all around. Just we see just how many go. Like let's just say there's no telling if there's any blood or gore going on. Okay, now this is another Dark Magician thing. Dark Magic Curtain. Cool. Oh. And we got another talisman. Talisman of Trap Sealing. It makes me wonder if there's a talisman of Monster Sealing. That'd be cool. Oh, and we got another anti-magic arrows spell going on. I really like this. More projectile-based spell cards. And, oh! We got the evil Dark Magician again. The Nega Magician. Man. It's so cool. And you're given a third Nega Magician. Wow. And we got... Oh, and this must be the... And this is the talisman. The Seal Master Mace. That is cool. Now we get to know... Now we know the man who knows about Now we know the talismans. Guy. A double cost on. Oh, so this must be the thing that those slime creatures were looking like. And we got the Legion of Fiend Jester. Must be for Arcana. What? Arcana? Hold on. I know I can get this. I can get this. Wait, I did get Arcana. Wow. I was right. Arcana. Wow. Okay. Huh. Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. Whoa. Okay. He's giving off Zuko vibes right now. It's Zuko Saitama. They pulled it off quite nicely. I like. And we got Meiku, Master of Barriers. Wow. They are getting really creative with their monsters. The Anarchist Monk Ranshin. Well, I definitely put off the Anarchist part nicely. I think really good. Shaolin the Prophet. I don't know what this guy reminds me of, but I know it's in the back of my head somewhere. Well, whatever it is. Pretty cool. Oh, we've got another Chow guy. Chow Sai the Ghost Stopper. Now that is No, he is definitely more brutish than Shaolin. Next, we got the Floodgate Trap Hole. This is pretty cool. I like this. And we got the Forceful Checkpoint. It also looks like the goblins. I think they're goblins. It looks like he is trying to hide from these soldiers over there, over here. You got Michizur. Kind of a cool trap card, it looks like. Pretty interesting. Oh, we got a machine type Metamorph. Wow. We actually have the rare Metamorph take. And we got the Pineapple Blast. Oh. That, you know, despite what the aesthetic looks like, the name sounds very delicious. The Nobleman of Crossout. That is a very interesting title and a very interesting character. This character gives off a lot of Link vibes. Like, now I'm not just talking about the blonde hair. I mean, like, he looks like he could be in Zelda. The Night Beam. I know about this one. This is a good card. Oh, wow. And next we got the Twister. Twister actually does look pretty cool. I am honestly waiting for the day that we get to have, like, a tornado version of a field spell. Sorry. Let me strike that, reverse it. The Allure of Darkness. This one looks cool. Especially because of all the cool darkness going on. And this sounds like something that could fit for Dark Magician. Ledger of... Okay. Whoa. I'm probably gonna butcher this. Ledger of Legerdemain. This is what it looks like, and this sorcerer / sorceress looks pretty cool. I wish there was a face reveal. Maybe there might be. Oh, what the? Oh my gosh. The first Karibo in our video. Sphere Karibo. And he looks very robotic. And got the Mask of Darkness. I kind of wish this were a spell card. An equip spell. But I definitely like it. Gives off like Phantom of the Opera vibes. We are almost done with our batch. And we are on our next Magician of Faith! Woo! Oh man, this is a cool card. I like this. It is... We are so... And I am really hoping that... and kind of realizing that we are almost down to the end. Our last few cards. Maybe impossible to get at a Cyber Commander or Change of Heart. But that's on my bucket list, officially. Next we got the Hannibal Necromancer. He pulls off He definitely pulls off both names. Part the name. Oh, wow. He looks both freaky and cool at the same time. Ooh, a twin barrier dragon. Barrel dragon. Twin barrel dragon. Well, now he is... Now it's gonna be like he's... Like he's gonna... It's something like he's gonna be blowing his nose and spitting at the same time. It's sneezing. It's possibly gonna be sneezing and coughing. We got the dark red enchanter. He is pretty cool. You know something I just realized? I think somewhere in our cards we started with... No, actually, no. No, I remember. I actually almost kind of felt like we started with the red eye, with a red eyes, but we probably did not. Oh, we got the Air Knight Parshath. Oh, wow. He looks like an angelic version of the Celtic Guardian. Oh, and he's a centaur. I didn't realize that. He's a winged centaur. That is awesome. 3 cards left. We got the Voltic Kong. You know, the color scheme reminds me of Iron Spider. And this is a pretty cool one because I've been waiting to get another kaiju. I know that con's another word for ape, but... And we got Gear Golem, the Moving Fortress. And this is not the Moving Fortress I'm talking about. Like, it even doesn't look like the one I was talking about. The Moving Fortress I'm talking about... It's like supposed to be humongous! This is not the card I was talking about. And here we are with our final card. Drumroll, please. Red Eyes Black Dragon! Oh, yes! It's our last card in our Speed Duelings pack. Wow! You know, I'm not going to lie. I never expected any of the speed duels to have that many cards. Man, I'm glad they do. Because that is pretty epic. Oh, man. And it's already been to like 2 hours and... Oh, whoa. Now, we do one final thing. We look at all of these. Judging by... Although, to be honest, it looks like they're all going to be the same. And I will say this, I kind of prefer the... I will say this, I actually kind of prefer for the felt versions instead of paper versions. Because those ones last forever. Unlike these ones. Wow! You know, it's cool. The back side. It includes all the iconic cards. And we go to the back side. It has Arcana and Yugi and their iconic cards. Man! This is... You know... I've missed doing wow. Yeah, it is actually really hard to So, then like a few slime monsters that we have seen in this video. That is what all of those roads look like. And, well, that has been like, this has been the longest video I've ever made. And thank you guys so much for watching. To possibly the record holder of longest video on my YouTube channel. Please make sure to subscribe and send a comment on what you guys would like to see next. And make sure you give this like a thumbs up. And help me get to my goal of over at least like a few more subscribers than I already have. Help me get up to my goal of... Well, let's get to my goal. Well, that's all the time we have for today. We'll see you all next time. Minecraft Niner out.